Hey everybody, we're back. Sorry about that. They start these things so quick. Doesn't give Ben and I a chance to even run to the washroom, so. There we go. We got the comments up on both YouTube and Facebook, so comment away, guys. We got the audio and everything coming through. Everything sounding good to everybody. This is Brad at the table. Keith coming in. This is Keith with the hat on.
No.
So, can everybody on Facebook hear me out there? I don't see any comments so far. This is just on my tablet, so can everybody hear me okay? Might have to reload Facebook here. There we go. It looked like it was just the tablet not popping up any of the comments. Yeah, not sure about these players. It's a wide range. We got some guys, it's 580 and under with the Fargo, but we got some guys that could play in the mid, should be playing in the mid 60 range, or 650. Don't want to say that too. Hey, we all hear me. Thanks, guys. We got Ben. Ben will be back here in a second, and he's going to take his lunch break.
Just waiting for some all-day breakfast. They got all-day breakfast here on the weekends. It's fantastic. Breakfast here is awesome.
You get the hidden spot breakfast or whatever it is, the spot.
Yeah.
Bacon, eggs, toast,
bacon, eggs, toast, hash browns. Delicious.
Yeah, I had a chicken rice bowl with vegetables for lunch. It was good.
Yeah, that looked really good too.
It was, yeah.
So we're watching Keith Anderson at the table now. Up and comer, this Keith.
I've seen him around.
Yeah, following some of his games in Red Deer, and he seems to be picking up the pace a little, starting to play better.
He's out of Red Deer, is he?
He's out of Red Deer, yeah.
Well, they got the diamond tables there, too, at the corner pocket.
I was going to say he's got the luxury of playing on good tables all the time.
Yeah, they got a ton of 7-foots and a bunch of 9-foots in there.
All diamond tables in that room. It's a beautiful room.
With four
snooker tables. Yeah, I think.
Well, they got 4, but they only got 3 assembled, I think.
Yeah.
It's the same with their 9-foot diamonds. I think they got 10, but they got another one.
Yeah, I think the 10 or 12 or
something like that.
Oh, he went for the bank and just missed it.
You're kissing somebody's butt while you were gone.
Well, I ordered a refill on my Pepsi, and then Joanne bought me a beer. So now I'm drinking a Pepsi and a beer. I normally would not drink beer this early in the day, but, when someone buys it for you, you don't say, no, I'm good. Tricky little shot here to control. That's why he's taking an extra second. This is thin, and you got to control this cue ball really well. What you need to do is play it with right spin and hit it thicker. Or go into the ball. But I think there was a way you could hit that thicker with right spin, so you're throwing the ball. You change the angle a bit.
I think a little bottom right, and I think I could have come down to almost this corner pocket.
Yeah, you could drag it a little too if you needed to. This is a B-side match, Ben Roberts. We're going to have a few B-side matches in a row. We got the A-side waiting for about 3 hours now.
Yeah, so we got this one more B-side, and then we'll be back to the A. I was talking with our tournament director, Mr. Maptak.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance to, Mark did a fantastic job putting this tournament together. Just send him a message, Mark Mapatak. You can find him on Facebook. Send him a message, thank him for all the hard work he did.
Yeah, spam his wall for us.
Yeah, spam his wall and his Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, send him some pictures. And
yeah, he did a great job raising some added money, and it's not easy to run a 72-player tournament.
No.
The organizing that is involved in that is a lot of work. Good attempt there from Brad, but
I like this bank two-way with a little draw and leave the 8 in between.
Yeah, you just got to be careful that you don't leave the 8 funny when you're shooting it.
Yeah.
I would almost just play the bank here. I actually don't mind that. I think it's straight enough. Maybe we can see what the side angle shows too. But it looks pretty good to just make the bank.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd be playing that with a touch of bottom left.
Maybe just kind of stun it, and then shoot the 8 in the same side.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like you like to play these two-way if you can, but then you got to be sure of yourself too. Oh, the 6 is getting in the road. Look at this jelly roll. He says, wow, I'm a genius.
This is where I'm ready to snap my cue for my opponent's luck.
And so with that two-way shot, the safety was actually fairly routine. So if you were gonna do something other than just play the bank, it was maybe just play the safe.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the two-way in that situation, but this could work. He's going to leave him long. And on a bit of a weird angle. I think he can roll this in the top right and miss the scratch in the top left. He should be okay here.
Actually, that angle, the way it's sitting, is one of my favorite shots. I love practicing that sort into that top right just for warm-up.
Yeah, just like a hair of right. You don't need too much. You can almost just hit this with middle ball and be okay, I think.
Yeah,
just top.
I'd tend to draw this off the side rail and back out and take a longer shot on the 8.
Oh, like heavy bottom left.
Yeah. That's how I practice that shot.
That's actually, you bring up a good point. With the Jacoby, I certainly prefer that shot.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm hitting the ball firm with draw, I rarely miss the pot.
See, and I want to come around to
just bounce out to
side,
middle table or a little to the right side. He's still okay here. He can make a good pot, and there's a two-way cue ball here.
Yeah. Or I don't mind the way he went there. You can play with bottom right, too, and spin around those 3 rails. He's cutting it to the bottom left here.
Yeah, bottom left.
Straight top spin, he's good.
Yeah, and just 2 rails.
Just
You
like
just drill
that.
it. Just drill the pot. The 2-way doesn't matter, but what
Keith.
a shot by Keith.
Draws first blood. Oops. And Ben's going to take a quick break, have some breakfast, so they're stuck with me. See everybody on YouTube's a little quiet on the chat there. We do have it up and running, guys. So if you got anybody on our YouTube that wants to comment, we are watching. That was a very nice shot he made on that 8-ball. And again, this table is tough to rack.
Both on time.
Somebody kicking our camera. Or he's sitting in the chair, was he? Yeah. Nice break.
Mitch, map attack and land, table 9. Which table? Table 1 against Phil Sayers. He's on the clock.
Where is he?
He's on the clock.
One. Let's just come in and find
Yeah,
him.
I'm always right, Dan. Both of you guys are on the clock. Both of you.
I just go sat on your head.
Messy table here. It's not an easy out here at all. He's looking what he can do with that 13 ball, but there is no easy opener here.
You want 3 people, right? Yourself. Bruce brought up. Cliff.
He's playing the combo to the 5. Nope, in the side. Yeah, this is tough. I don't know if it depends on what he wants to take. If he wants low ball, I'd be taking that 14-1 right now. That saves 1 breakout you got to make. 8 balls tied up on the 9. It's all messy, but I think I start with low ball here, and I start with that 14-1 instead of the 7. He's going. He did break out the 6 ball, but you know what he could do here is carry him off that 4 ball for the 14-1 too. And he's got everything broken out other than the 8 ball. He's at not a bad angle to do that right now, if he sees that. That one's so close to that corner pocket, it's hard to miss. He's got it open. That's not so bad there either. But then he's still got to break that 4 out. If he'd taken that 4, like I'd said, into the 14-1, that broke out every ball he needed to get out other than the 8.
Just sit up against it.
So, just got word from Mark, our tournament director. First place is going to be in the neighborhood of $1,300. Second place in the $950 range, he said. So they're playing for some good money. Be the biggest prize money for this level of play we've had in Calgary in a long, long time. Yeah, and Blaine on YouTube liked my idea of the carom off the 4 to the 14-1. That is still available if you wanted to. Has the means to break out the 4 ball.
And I ended up leaving this work. We're good.
So he's looking at the 4 ball and the 8 ball as his two problem balls right now, with needing to work on both of those, and it's a tough shot to start up table. So he's got the angle, might have the angle on the 6. He can play that with top and maybe run over into the 4 ball. That just made things a little tougher. All the way up table for the 5. Being right on the rail, he's got to come with another good stroke here. And didn't quite get there. He may have the 1 if he's lucky, but I think the edge of the 11 might be in the way. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to shoot at this way. Could cross bank the 3, but he could just lag that 2 down to the edge of this bottom right corner. Just have it sit down there to get another ball down at that, but he's back cutting the 2. Or no, sorry, bank corner with a 3 ball. And he gets the lucky rub, the 3 coming back. I think he's got him partially hooked on almost everything here. We're getting a mess tied up at the bottom of the table here, but Mike Combo might be lined up for that 14, depending on where you're sitting down there. And he's got to leave himself here. He's leaving that 4 ball to the end to break out. which you never want to do,
It's
but
like 40 to 1.
just really want to make sure you're looking to see where you want to leave yourself for that 1 now, because you will have to go into it to break out that 4. Unfortunately, that 13 is making it tough. And that 13 is dead in the way. You can hit the 4, but I don't think you want to from here. You don't want to touch that down there right now. I think if he has to, he's going to come off this bottom rail and up and just, I'd do it just dead weight to come into that 1 ball. So you do not want to tie it up onto that 11. But I don't want to be messing with the 4 ball right now because it's tying up both those stripes. You do not want to open the table, even with the 11 ball where it's at. You got a pretty good leave out of that. But I think he's going to be hooked on his next shot. Hey Cody, how you doing on YouTube? Cut the 14 back. I'm sorry, the 10 ball. Or is that the 12? Can't tell. Anyway, didn't make it. 1 is still tied up. It's got the 4 on the side, but no real reward for the 1 ball. And that's the only ball tied up of the stripes as well. He's playing that in the corner. I might try to bank this in the corner and sink the 12 ball and take over that pocket. Brad doesn't have an easy way out here either. The way they're sitting, I might tap that 13 ball over top towards the 11 to give me a breakout ball maybe. That makes it tougher. Have to play the combo here. Here's what you're looking at. Nice shot. Finally watching on my TV, Facebook keeps freezing. I don't know, maybe just reload it. doesn't seem to be having any problems on our end. I'm doing good, Cody. Thanks. Running out of balls to break that out. He's trying everything to get back down there, but I think I tapped that 14 over just below the 1. Just off the rail to where you can sink it and leave it so you can break it out. There's no reward in doing that, and now he's stuck behind the 8 ball. Thinking too much offense. Now I might just tap that 8 ball in front of the 1. You got to tie it up now too. Give him ball in hand. If you can tap that 8 ball just in front of the 1. It's the last thing he wanted to do. That was a good hit. I just watched it on the delay on Facebook, but this is very tough to cut either one of these in and get shape on the next. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be 1-1. And he gives him that one for 1-1.
But it's partially because his table's always broke so low. His table's notorious for
Oops.
breaking that. So then it's clustered right from the start. Steve came with a huge run on the last round. I know. Last match.
Okay. third game underway. See if we can get a run out here. A little more open here.
That was a great break. He hit that one really good.
Yeah. I like high ball. I don't know what you'd be shooting.
Yeah, definitely because of, I think it's the 13 near the left side pocket. That's your breakout ball.
Yeah.
You only need to move one ball.
Yeah, and I know it's tough, but I think I might start with that 14 in the side right now.
Actually, on second glance, let's see what the side view shows. I might shoot the 3 and break that out right now. And the 1 goes in the side and everything else goes. The 6 goes in that top side. That way you could accomplish the breakout right away.
Yeah.
And you would have had like the 2-5 as an option after. Looks like he's moving his breakout ball here.
Don't go into there.
Yeah, and that's the other problem is it's tough to control the breakout that way.
Yeah.
A lot easier to end up stuck going into it that way than if he had a shot low ball and went into it. And the 4 ball could have led him to the 6 in the opposite side pretty easy. So
again, we got just the 2 angles. To go walk around the table might show you something different.
And it's always so much easier from back here. When you're at the table, it never looks as easy.
I mean, even when we were recommending, I'd take low ball or take high ball, it might be a little different if we're up walking around the table too.
Exactly. I wonder if that 15 goes in the left bottom corner.
He looked at it, but I don't know.
I feel like from this angle, it looks like it's close.
It's going to be real close. It goes. I was just told, Tony. Yeah. But you got to get on it.
I think it's right now.
You have to.
I don't see a better time to get on it. Like, you'd have to run into the 1 to get on it.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty sweet for the 11 to come play off the rail and back out, but
so many balls in the way.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to just hook yourself on that ball trying to get on it again. This might be the best opportunity, sort of cut it and draw off the 2.
Yeah.
You can try to get back on it, but it's a tall task. Look outside pocket. He could use the horn there. Oh. Send him towards it.
Yeah, well, now he's got a good angle at it.
I don't know if he has enough to cut it now. The 1 might be in the way.
I think he's got the whole ball.
The problem is, if it's tight and he needs to spin it to make it, then forget about shape on that next strike. Like, you need to juice this with bottom and come off the 2 and hope to land, on the right side rail or middle table. That was always a problem. I don't think he had enough to, like, juice it more. Like, I think he only had enough to just cheat it in the hole the way he did.
Yeah.
Because he used the whole pocket there, wiggled in off the right side horn, so.
Yeah. You can't jump this. You try to kick it back to this bottom right corner, but you really got to spin it off that top rail too.
Yeah, I might look at like a jump with left siding onto the right side rail and try to make it there, or you can kick that way too, but the second rail is very small here. The side horn comes into play.
Yeah, because you're looking right at that side pocket where you're going to want to hit the side.
Yeah, very close to it. Sort of like that.
It would have been right in the middle of that side pocket to hit that. Yeah.
It was in order to pocket the ball.
Yeah.
Ball in hand for Keith to take a 2-1 lead here.
Yeah, I mean, whether you hit it or you give him ball in hand with this, should be you're in trouble.
I think I like opening with the 3 or the 1 here.
Yeah, like I take the 1, then the 3. Stop.
And there's so many ways to run this out, though. It's
well, those are your only balls really overlapping that.
You could open with the 5 first, and the 1 leads him to the 3, 4, or the 7 leads him to the 3. Like, there's so many ways. You could shoot the 6 first and go that way.
Yeah, or a 3 with the angle up for the 6-4.
There's just so many ways here. I would probably leave the 4 for last if I can. That's the easiest ball to get on the 8.
Yeah.
Just because the 8 doesn't pass on the top right, so I don't want to use one of these lower balls.
No.
He might have actually thought about it a little too much and then took that shot for granted a bit.
Yeah, he sort of stood up into that too. Yeah, we got some people on YouTube commenting.
Great shot there from Brad. 8 ball for a 2-1 lead. That was a good shot.
Got Milton and Multi Y Apples saying great game, close match, and amazing how they make those shots that are impossible for the rest of us. And that's where you're going to get a lot of the amateurs will try these crazy shots. And like Ben and I were talking about last night, Efren Reyes loves to watch amateur pool just for those amazing shots that the pros are never going to think of because they're playing, this is the way you play, set, dead set, run out, boom, boom, boom. They're not going to go for those crazy 3-rail or 4-rail kicks.
Well, and the other thing is they don't often run out of shape.
No.
So everything's just routine. They're always on the right side of the ball. Gets a little boring, right?
Yeah.
When you're running out of shape, now you got to come with this spectacular shot.
Yeah. Well, it's like I think both of us, we like watching snooker probably the best. And I love these safety games, battle back and forth when you see guys making amazing shots each, just even for safeties. A lot of guys think that's boring, but I think the run out gets boring.
Yeah, I think the run out gets boring.
Watching those pros run table after table after, well, even watching you guys, you get up to your level is
eight ball can be a very boring game to watch.
Yeah.
I've always said, if I need to have a nap during the middle of the day, I just put pool on and I lay down on the couch and a little 8-ball pool on TV sometimes puts me to sleep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially watching like the U.S. Open, the bar table or one of those that
just run rack after rack.
Shane and those guys, it's
like as soon as he breaks,
boom, yeah,
he's out.
That's where I'd be saying, yeah, you're good.
Pretty much.
You're good. 7.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to see those guys run 7 or 8 racks in a row. So
yeah.
It's nice to see a little back and forth as you see in these kind of tournaments. You get to see both players play a lot. Get to see some contrasting styles. As you can see, Brad's rocking the Vince shirt.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever watched The Color of Money.
Well, not to take away from anything these guys, this is my level that I play at. But I think one step up from this would be probably my favorite. They can play just a little more skill, but you get into the safety battles a little bit. They're not going to run out like you, Steven, Eric, those guys, but I like watching the safety games. I love playing the safety battles myself.
I enjoy it in 9-ball, 10-ball. I find in 8-ball the safes are just too tough and they drag on the game too long, so you don't see them often in the higher levels.
Yeah.
Unless both guys have all their balls on the table. It's usually the guy that has less balls that needs to swing at a shot, try to make something happen, break out balls, do stuff like that.
Yeah, Melton says on YouTube, pool is similar to golf in his view. It's fun to play, and admittedly boring to watch at times.
At times.
Yeah.
At times. If you get the right two guys playing, it can be awesome.
Yeah.
It can be really awesome to watch. We've had some great matches here already.
Yeah.
Lots of close stuff. 1 or 2 blowouts.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't mind that, seeing the odd blowout, and I love the Teal Hill games is great.
I'm here for the pressure.
Yeah.
Me and John Pay Pompey were talking last night because we've known all these guys for a lot of years, but you don't often see them play in this style of tournament.
Yep.
With added money and everyone watching and pressure. So it's kind of nice to see how they react to the pressure, you know.
Well, and we don't see a lot of these guys on the stream either, right? I mean, sure, you see myself because I'm here all the time, but a lot of these guys you're not going to see because they just play in the weekly tournaments that we're not set up on all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice to see some different faces, different styles.
Well, and again, we know pretty much everybody in the room and have for years, but yeah, they don't. It's just not the tournaments where you see them play on the stream or get to see them play. And it's great with the added money. Like first place for $1,300, Mark said.
That's pretty
seconds
good.
in the 950. So yeah,
gotta love that.
Not bad for a weekend of pool.
Yeah, that's juicy. 1,300. Nice.
Yeah. Well, Milton, no way we're thinking you're degrading everybody, and that's like just what I said, not taking away from anything from these guys because this is my speed that I play at. But my favorite to watch would be the one step up of these, the advanced players, or what we call the city masters.
Oh, that's not a bad result. Let's put that stripe up there, causing problems for Keith. Now the 1-4 is in a funny spot. Pretty straight in on this 6.
See, Jason, one pocket will put you to sleep. I can watch one pocket. I like the strategy.
Yeah, I'm another one that I do enjoy one pocket, mostly because I'm not that adept at the game. Yeah. So it's like I always learn something when I watch, right? Yeah. This is a good shot from Keith, and he's got a nice little angle here on the 1 if he wants to try to punch this 4 off of the rail into the open. Just got to watch you don't double kiss it. He could also choose to just roll forward through this 1. Leave the cue ball behind the 4.
Yeah, I don't mind playing that safe and just give him a little distance.
Because he still needs to deal with this 3 ball. But it banks in the side.
And I might do that right now. They're sitting pretty good.
Well, and while his ball is still tied up.
Yeah.
It's a good time to do it.
Well, and you'd say you make this, then you play that safe.
It's not that easy to make the bank and get the right angle on the 1. Let's see what he does here. He's eyeing up the bank. Yeah, would be better if they were playing 9 ball, that's for sure. Considering the Vince shirt.
Don't want that on the rail.
Not a good spot to leave that, but it's a good spot to leave the cue ball where Brad doesn't have too many options here.
And see, if I'm Brad, I'm 3 railing this to go back up towards that side pocket. I want another ball up there to try to break out.
Yeah, and if you leave the cue ball relatively where the 9 is now, that's not bad. Just got to make sure you don't accidentally make the 9 off 3
side,
rails.
yeah.
Well, if he can find a 2-way while getting this ball in the open, this can work. Oh, is he going to plug the hole?
No.
I think Keith can make the 1.
If you can't, I'm putting you in jail behind that 2 ball.
Just roll into it. And yeah, hide behind that ball. It's probably the safe play here because you're not going to leave the jump. All you're going to leave is a 2-rail kick.
Yeah. And I think with...
As long as you're not playing Edwin.
And again, I'm playing to my skill level with my knowledge is probably higher than a lot of these guys. I'm going to leave him that. Although he's left it enough space to jump that.
It's a tight jump, but it's definitely jumpable.
Oh, yeah, there's 5-6 inches in between that.
You got to have a half-decent jump cue, though.
Yeah, like a thumper. There you go.
Need something good that gets up and down quick. If you just have like your basic jump cue, it's not really going to get up and over that quick.
You'll be able to, with a thumper, I bet you could full cue that from that distance if you really wanted to.
You could, with a little practice.
Yeah.
This is a good shot.
Good hits.
Makes contact, at least put it on Keith to run the balls. Doesn't sell out and give him ball in hand, right?
No.
If he goes for the jump, he probably just sells out.
Yeah, it's got not a bad angle on here to go up for the one after.
This is a B-side match, Steve.
Ooh, he stood up into that one again, too.
Rattled it just a little bit.
Yeah, he sort of, it's almost like the Willie little hop looked like.
He stood up a bit. This is no walk in the park, this shot, though.
No. Wow.
Cue ball a little bit close to the rail, pretty straight in.
8-ball's only got one pocket up top there.
Yeah, the top right or like the left-hand side are really your options here. If he's not quite straight, he can follow through and play in the top right next. This is a really good shot. How'd he hit that?
Wow. Just like that Vince in that movie playing 9-ball.
Just like that guy Vince in that movie.
The money color or something. Like,
Who's the kid with the sledgehammer break?
yeah.
3-1. Brad Clippert race to 5 here.
We'll throw up a couple of our sponsors, Brutal Game Gear, if you guys are looking for some. Yes, let's put it over so you guys can see it. Then I can talk about it. Brutal Game Gear. If you guys are looking, brutalusa.com. You can get the Q Sports Live logo on that stuff. That's Charlie and Heather Bryant down in Texas.
Go check out their YouTube channel too, Bryant Billiards.
Yes.
Lots of cool stuff on there. I follow it quite frequently.
Charlie is quite the teacher.
He's a wealth of knowledge, one of the best American players of all time. Go give him a subscribe on his YouTube channel there.
And you might hear him down the road here sitting in with us. He's offered to come around to any tournament, big tournament we're at, and come in and sit and commentate for free.
He's a great commentator. The accent is just people
sells,
people love the accents, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a good one. They don't call him the hillbilly for nothing.
No.
Super great guy though,
Yes.
and very willing to spread his knowledge for a cheap price, or sometimes just free instructional videos, like I said on YouTube there.
Yeah, he had some health issues. He's starting to recover here too, so he'll start hearing some more from them. They got some big plans we can let you guys know about down the road, that they're expanding and doing some stuff. So yeah, that YouTube channel, check that out.
So a pretty good break here from Brad, but he's got a bit of a tricky opener, this combination. I think he'll make it. Back and forth with the cue ball. Where it stops, no one knows.
He's okay there.
Perfect.
Yeah, that 11 I think will go on the top left.
Absolute perfect here.
He's got the angle to take that 10 ball too. I think I might do that right now.
He's got, yeah. I was thinking the 10, like he landed perfect on the 10 here.
Yeah.
Slide up the right side rail and play to the 14 next, I think. Or go all the way in and break this out. Make the 1, it's perfect. Oh, he's okay still. Shoot these, looks like the 12 ball.
Yeah.
Use the 14 to get on the 9.
Yeah, or you can hold if you want for the 9 first.
If you want to jack up and draw a little bit, but the angle might be a little steep to try to hold it. It just makes the pot a lot tougher. If I could use the 14, I'll use the 14. If not, then I'm doing what he's doing here. Jack up, draw it back a bit. Really tough shot to control that one. He was cutting it pretty thin to try to hold it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that he's got a shot on the 11, but that's so tough. Shooting over top of that 14.
Bridging over a ball is worst case scenario in these games.
Unless you hit it like that.
What a fantastic stroke that was, shooting over a ball.
A little short.
He got a little unlucky there for how good he hit that. Little unlucky.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the angle to back cut that.
No, or bank it, or do anything with it.
He's got the angle. He can bank the 9 if he wants to fire offense, but
I know what I would do.
there's not much left to do. I'd be firing at the bank.
It's bank it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could slow roll it and try to just make the 1 off the right side of the 9.
I play it almost
but
like a stop.
Super risky. I think he's going to just try to make the 1 here and leave the cue ball near that pocket. Oh, he did play the bank. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
He's gotten away with it slightly. Not really. But he put the 6-3 in a bit of a weird spot. Keith will have to work that out. And this is a big rack here for Keith. He can't afford to go down 4-1, so you really got to be sure you get out here. And at 3-2, it's still anyone's match. He'll be breaking at 3-2 is a good point as well.
Yeah, it could be 3-3 real quick.
Get out here, break and run. It's 3-3.
Nice
Good
shot.
Yeah, really good shot there from Keith.
Perfect weight. He controlled that nice.
So I think just the stop shot here and play the 7 in the side next. Just make sure you're not bridging over the 15.
Yeah.
The 1 ball leads him to the 6 nice and easy, and then the 8 ball on the side.
Yeah, you don't want to bump the 15 too far either.
Yeah, he
Did
went
pretty
into
good.
it, but he controlled it well.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. And just roll through to the right side rail. You can take a lot of angle here. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't just make sure you're making this.
Yeah.
You get that 1 from anywhere. Yeah, go over and take a look and see where you want to hit.
Well, just be careful that you don't catch it with too much siding and go behind the 14.
Oh,
Or catch it too thin. Come all the way down here for a straight in bank.
bank side. He wants to show off.
It lays pretty good for the bank side. Although he missed the last one. Should be noted that these tables bank a lot different than the Red Deer bar box diamonds. Way different.
Yeah.
And he's used to practicing in Red Deer. You'll have to switch the camera back over so we can watch him shoot it. But the ones in Red Deer, they bank so much straighter. That's what he's used to playing on. So don't be surprised to see this one miss
Under.
again, right? And that's just because he's so used to the way those tables bank in Red Deer. And even though they're 7-foot diamonds, they bank totally different.
Yeah. Well, and then they'd switched at one point to some new cloth or something on there, didn't they? Or new.
I think they got rid of whatever
was
that
just
crazy fast cloth was on there, but
Yeah.
there was some crazy fast cloth on there, and it wasn't very good. Used the whole pocket there and lost the cue ball. It's probably got to be a safe or the in-off.
That's what he was playing, I think.
Yeah, only from the side view now we can see the 6 looks like it's just far enough past. So just watch the 6 doesn't plug that corner that he's going to need for the 15. I think that shot was a little tougher
But he
than
got lucky.
he might have anticipated, but yeah, he got a roll there. You can kick this towards the bottom right, but the scratch in the bottom left is almost certain.
Do you kick off the bottom rail then up, or do you try to?
I think you have to, because like you could kick off the side rail and just kick the 6 to the bottom rail and sort of leave him
Try to leave him the combo.
like behind there where the combo, but he can play safe so easy. If you just leave the 6 like down on that bottom
go
rail,
up to
you're
the top
dead.
rail,
You're dead, right? So I might just take a flyer at the top left here, like you said, kick off the bottom rail.
Yeah. I don't mind even the kick bank top right corner.
Yeah, that would be a shot as well. You'd have to hit that pretty good though. Either way, you got to hit this pretty good.
But yeah, I like coming off the bottom because you're pretty much guaranteed to hit it.
This is an option I didn't really consider that much.
2 straight.
I don't often consider further away rail unless I have to, but that was maybe not a bad option.
Yeah. But again, he hit that 2 straight based on probably the Red Deer tables.
Again, I think, yeah, just because he's not sure what the rail's going to do here. It is indeed, Steve Piggott, the difference between the red and the blue label. These are the red label diamonds. The ones in Red Deer are the blue label diamonds. And the rails are different.
Well, it's funny how we're saying that, yeah, the Red Deer bank's straighter when it's most guys playing the Valley come to these and see how straight these bank compared to that. But yeah, that Red Deer is crazy. It just something you think you could never bank because it's 2 straight, goes straight in.
He misplayed that shot. I'm surprised he didn't just stop and then play the ball on the side. Now he's got a long shot in the corner. He's going to roll this pretty slow.
Missed it.
Oh, ball in hand. Yeah, he's not happy with himself there. He's not happy with himself. I think he had to put the cue ball just a little further off the rail so he could stun that ball in.
Yeah.
He ended up stunned following it and left himself a tough shot. This is still not routine, though. That right side pocket probably looks gigantic here.
Little tap. Well, he's good.
That's a good shot.
3-2.
Looking like 3-2. That is for sure. Just got to make sure he stays down on this one.
Nice shooting.
I think it's Keith's break. So he could tie this up at 3.
There's some JB cases. If you guys are looking to pick one up, go on their website, check them out. Tell us which one you want. We can price it for you.
Some guy.
Same with Jacoby. Check out anything they got. Let us know. We can get it to you cheaper and usually faster, especially with that Jacoby black shaft. We do get a little preferred service, a little quicker going through us than straight through Jacoby. They give us a little better timeline on shipping.
And then makes one ball and then misses a straight in shot. As soon as he misses a straight in shot, I'm like, oh, he's fucking. He's toast. He's toast. Fucking. The only time I missed a shot was twice. I never missed a block. Way better than last night.
Oh, Keith to break. He can get this back, break and run, tied up.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Oh. He mishit that. Unfortunately, or not fortunate enough, 4 balls did hit a rail. So that is a legal break.
I'm thinking it's more unfortunate.
Well, that's what I said, whether it's fortunate, unfortunate, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, he'd probably rather his opponent just broke this. Like, you let him break again or something.
Well, I think you got to go
Or break
high
himself,
ball.
you know. Yeah.
He's trying to break it out right away. But
This only looks good if you play a lot of straight pool. Then you just pick this apart, no problem. Because it's similar to a straight pool rack with that, the way the opener was.
yeah,
Good straight pool players that make these tied up racks look pretty easy, but this is real tough.
yeah. Well, it turns into almost like a snooker game here. You got to tap a few balls out, but
Just drilled that one and got away with murder, it looks like.
yeah.
Easy for Keith to just keep them contained, though. Keep the balls tied up.
Yeah. sure what he wants to do here.
Playing the 4, 2 rails in the side. That's a tricky little shot. This is more of a two-way than anything.
Yeah.
Turned into a real good one. Look at this. He's got one of his problem balls out. He's left Brad on a ball that might develop one of his other problem balls. He's going to shoot this ball on the side, open the 7.
Wow.
That was a great shot. He got really unlucky where he pushed the 3. Covered the pocket where he needs for the 14 ball.
Well, if you get straight behind the 14 ball, I think you can make that 14 go in that corner.
Ball up in the top right, but no angle to really do anything with it.
Got the 11. Wonder if you could draw back if you got a little bit of an angle to
11 ball, yeah.
Pull out the 15 a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, could he cheat the pocket a bit and get into the 15? But no, he was in a bad spot there. He still is. Even drawing into this ball and breaking this out, not a lot of good things can happen. He punched it too hard to get the draw to take.
Like I said, if you got behind this 14, I think I'd play this straight through, call it in the corner.
But what do you shoot next?
Yeah.
So you're almost better just calling safe, roll behind the 8 here. Or try to roll behind the 8. That's not bad at all. That way he overtakes the pocket. But if Keith can make a good shot on this 5, the 2 ball can break out the 1 here. There's potential for this to work for him.
Yeah.
I'll tell them both that you're up next.
Called the 5. It's going in off. The cue ball misses the scratch. He's okay. Can he see the 7? Definitely off the rail. He can make the 7 here.
Yeah. I don't mind trying off the rail for the 7 with the cue ball coming down, because if you can leave the cue ball at the bottom rail here, even if you miss, it doesn't leave a whole lot. Nice shot.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot the 2 now.
No.
Got to shoot the 6 or the 4 here, and I think it's got to be the 6. 4 is probably a little too straight in. You got to put a stroke on one of these balls, though. Could shoot the 6, then maybe shoot the 4 and go back and forth to get shape on the 2, but then when you break out the 1, that's the ball you need shape on.
Yeah. If this doesn't go in, do you play the 9 combo now?
Absolutely, yeah. 9-14 combo, draw, break out the 115.
And get it on the rail coming around off the
Just about worked.
See Efren do that shot.
Yeah.
Well, he's left it pretty good. It's a tough starter. 1 in the side, shooting over top.
Yeah. You can see the 4 too, but he's
over top
still
as
a little
well.
bit hampered. I might rather shoot the 4 because I'm less hampered.
Yeah.
The 1 in the side is just probably too tall of a task with the cue ball going nowhere good anyway. That's the shot.
There you go.
Good shot from Keith there.
Stop shot.
2 in the opposite side.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure, which he's going over to look at, make sure you don't get a funny angle on the 2. Still got to get on the 1 ball in the side because it doesn't go in either one of those bottom corners.
So, I mean, you want a little draw to touch if you have to, so you're coming underneath the 1 when you sink the 2 in the side.
The problem being that the cue ball's probably going to be on the rail. Shooting the 6 here, it's tough to get the cue ball off the rail.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking this too, go into the 1 here.
Let's get lucky.
Well, Brad's got a good chance to get himself on the hill. Or should I say Vince has a good chance to get himself on the hill.
Vinny.
Careful you don't roll this too far and bring the 1 into play. No, he cheated the pocket nicely. And just hit this one nice and slow so the 9 stays where the 14 is. Don't hit it too thin. Send it up the rail. He's good.
I just tap this, and I think I take the 8 straight up.
Don't try to do too much here. Take the long shot. It's okay. Especially on the bar boxes. On a 9-foot, you might try to get a little better, but on the box, you shouldn't be afraid of a 6-foot shot. Hit it good, and he's on the hill, Brad, up 4-2.
One of our tournament sponsors, Mitch Mapatak, Shag and Appy GM. And they put in some money as well, the dealership. So if you guys need a new or used car, give Mike a call, or Mitch a call. Looking at his brother Mike right
Well,
in front
Mike's
of me.
in here too.
Yeah, I was looking at Mike and said Mike, he's sitting right beside me. Give one of the Mapataks a call anyway.
Brad to break for the match here. He's been breaking good. Let's see if this table racked good this time.
Yeah. We'll see if the middle cluster comes apart or not.
Yeah, if you don't get that rack good, this thing just breaks so bad. He's going second ball. I like that. It probably opens up better hitting second ball on this table. That way it's not so rack dependent. That's not bad. He's made a ball, he's got to look. Tricky little layout here, though, with where the 5 ball is. All the other solids look good. Stripes are possible if he could play the 9 off the rail, off the 3 in. 11 ball would still be in a weird spot.
Yeah. Either one you got a chance, but it's not easy.
Could he be brave enough to go off the side of the 5 and make the 3? and you push the 5 to the rail? It looks like he's got enough to spin it and play the combo, maybe rail first.
Or just play the stripe in the corner and mess the whole table up.
Yeah, look at this. He tied up the 8, and he put 2 stripes on that side rail, but I think that 11 will go.
Yeah, I think
Sorta.
it'll go in off.
Yeah, off the rail, off the 3 in.
Yeah, it's...
But you got to, like, hit it pretty hard to get the 9 ball out of there.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's got lots. If he wants to go that route.
Probably shoot it right now, because I'd like to save the 10 to get on the 8. Ideally.
Yeah, because you're going to have to bank that 8 ball.
Or get in behind it and nudge it out somehow, but
Yeah, you got to move it. It doesn't go the way it's sitting, other than the bank top left.
well, he's got free swing here anyway, up 4-2. If he was down 4-2, this would be a little more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I think you know what? I start with that combo. Because then you got the 13 if something doesn't line up there to...
Yeah, play it with draw or play it with sort of a stun,
Yeah,
2
'cause-
rails around. But yeah, I like opening with the combo for sure. Like you say, leave a couple option balls in case
Yeah,
it doesn't
'cause
work out the way you hope it will.
You might be able to sneak through. You'll have the 10 if you're playing sort of a stop shot there too, if need be.
That's good. He hit it at a good speed to get the 9 out of there. That's a good shot.
Playing the 9 right now.
Yeah, he's still got to save that 10 near the side to do something with the 8. Could spin into it right now,
I was
but
going to
then,
say, yeah.
I mean, you're kind of just hitting and hoping that you get a shot on the 9.
Well, near that 4 ball sitting at the top of the table is almost sort of where you want to hit the spin over. So
yeah, you got to thread the needle
Yeah.
between the 1 4 is not easy. But the angle is perfect right now to do it.
Yeah. It's almost, you could almost draw back up into it too off the 9 if you really wanted to here. But I like getting a better angle on that 10 to go over, or at least dislodge that 8.
Just run these 3 balls and then go into it.
Yeah.
It's rare that you want to save the breakout for last, but sometimes that's just the highest
choice.
percentage way from these looks.
I don't mind taking, well, still going by that 1. I say take the 10 and spin over now, but
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think he's close to straight in on this 14, so he can just roll this forward a little bit. Just don't want to roll it too far. Maybe the side angles show us how straight he is on this 14. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Even if he could just go into the 6 ball. If the cue ball's where the 6 is, he's pretty much perfect. Just don't want to be shooting over the 6 here. Just stop it, take a lot of angle. That's good. That's a good shot. And now he's got to thread that needle we were talking about.
Yeah.
Between the 4-1.
Don't want to spin it too much and come out over top of that 8 ball either.
I think I would go 2 rails, right?
Yeah, I'm going up.
And if that way, if you go into the 8 or the 2, you should be okay. Top rail, right side rail. Lots of right siding here. I don't think you need any bottom. I think it's just siding. Oh, he landed funny here. He's got no shot now.
Okay, I'll turn my head, you guys. I'll turn my head. I know nothing. I'm kidding.
Gonna need a ref on this shot too. So we're gonna wait for Ryan to come back. He's reffing a shot on table 3. And when he's done, he's gonna come ref a shot on table 8. I like to use Ryan. He does have the ref certification, so he knows what to look for. It's a good ref. Bank in the top left. Got to throw this a lot. Oh, he tried to maybe go off the 1. If that's what he was trying, he was super close. But he does have a 4-2 lead, so. Well, he's at least putting the pressure on Keith to get out here. The balls lay nice for Keith. 2 balls over the side. This 5 nice and close to the pocket. near this corner here, so I would expect him to clean these balls up, but there's a little pressure here. Miss, and you're out of the tournament. This is a B-side match.
Yeah, can go to the see you later side.
I don't think there's a second chance tournament at this tournament.
No.
There's not enough tables to have a second chance tournament.
Second chance going to the Valley, but they got the tournament running up there too, I think.
Yeah, and they have the juniors tomorrow, so. Besides, you don't need a second chance. You already had 2 chances.
Yeah.
They should call it a third chance tournament, really.
You go to the yeah. The third chance is that leather pocket. Some action.
Action. There's a 9-foot diamond sitting right behind me if anybody would like to play. They're getting some good reps in over there, though. They'll be busy all day.
And I'll bet on Ben with whoever he's playing. Side action on your action.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe I'll find a game later. Spot somebody, something fair, you know. Keith's landed in a bit of a weird spot where I don't think he can see the 4, so he might need to play a 7-4 combo. Definitely don't like the 1-4 combo because cue ball's going the wrong way.
Well, Ryan Pittman was talking about maybe playing some cheap sets.
Yeah, he was here practicing yesterday too, so.
He said he'd be back today. No, he's in town working up in Crossfield or still outside of town.
Keith chose the 1-4 combo because he played a bit of a 2-way cue ball there. And I don't think this bank in the side goes.
It does not.
7 ball is definitely blocking.
Looking right down from that 8 to the 7.
So
7's dead in the middle.
Can we go back to the other view just for a second? Off the rail, off the 4 in the side maybe? Or kick the 8 in the side. Those are the options.
I might go for the kick from there.
Yeah, the kick lay is not bad.
You're not here, man. I'm here. You're here now. You were here earlier, you dumbass.
Lewis, 2 rail. Side looks open.
2 rail, no, that's pretty tight. It's possible, I guess. He slipped by the 4. I think that's what he was trying.
But
doesn't work when you hit it that hard. It always
No.
just straightens out the other way. Another chance for Keith to run these balls and get it to 3-2, or sorry, 4-2. 4-3, sorry. It's 4-2 right now.
I think I start with that 4 ball top left, float out for the 7 in the side, but he's going the other way here.
Yeah, this is okay too, as long as you don't end up straight on the 1 and
Don't
on
do
the
that.
rail or miss the pot.
That's I just like that angle with the 4 going up there for some reason, the way I was looking at it. But
See if Brad can close this out. He wiggles it in, but it finds the bottom of the hole. Good shot there from Vince.
Vince, there we go.
A couple of quick ads here, then we'll shut down and restart. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, like us on Facebook, subscribe on the YouTube. That way you get notified every time we go live. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with the next match, guys.